let's just kick it off with the Texans, right? Because everyone knows that the Texans are probably going to win this division. They are a very stout team. I mean, look at what they did over the offseason. I mean, just some of their signings. They got Joe Mixon. They got Stephon Diggs. They got Daniel Hunter. Okay, to add on to what was already a very good defense and a really good offense, especially with CJ Stroud leading that offense. So they're going to be a very difficult team to beat, and DeMeco Ryans with the head coach last year, he was the rookie and so was CJ Stroud, and they paired up beautifully, and I think that Houston is going to be very, very happy for the next several years as long as everyone stays healthy. I have the Texans winning this division, and I have them going 11-6. I think that they can win, some pretty good games. I wouldn't be surprised, if they win a couple more. If you say, oh, the Texans are going to go 13-4, I wouldn't be surprised at that. They're so good. They're so good on paper, right? Which it's hard to judge that right now. This is why it's our super early prediction. But they're so good on paper. Mm-hmm. And if you look at their schedule, they have a pretty favorable schedule as well. So I do like the Texans winning the AFC South this year.
Yeah, I was really surprised at the schedule, especially the opening. Oh my gosh, the opening is just it is just I can't see how they don't start the season 4-0. I think that's what I have. Yep, 4-0. I think I can't see how they don't start 4-0. I mean, seeing CJ Stroud, seeing what he did last year and all they did, I just love so much. Like Dave, I love so much of what they did in the offseason. They completely built around this. They built like they feel like they have the guy. And I wish more teams would kind of take that approach as you get closer. Just you have the guy, just go all in. They went out in so quickly on this team. And I'm with you. 11-6. That's where I landed too. I don't really see how they're not the leader of this division. With CJ Stroud, he did so much with. You could call it little, but it was just like a bunch of. They have so much breakout stars, and then you go ahead and add Diggs to the mix. You add Joe Mixon to this mix, and all these guys. I'm like, I don't see how anyone can kind of catch them up. I'm with you on the Colts. We'll get to that when we get there, but I think the Texans take this division 11-6.
Yeah. Oh, so you had them at 11-6 too.
11-6. Yeah. Same. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty fair with them. They are really good on paper. I will give you that, and they improved the defense through the draft. They end up signing Hunter from I believe from Minnesota. Yeah, so they improved that part. The offense it's pretty good. I do like Mixon. Diggs, man, he gives them a number one, and it can only be better for Nico Collins and like Tank Dell on there. So and they have a good offensive line. I 100% think they're 11 and I can see 11-6, 12-5 team here for sure. The defense got better. I will say one thing, and I have to go out and being a Miami fan, as Ray there's got my back. I've always been very tough on Ohio State quarterbacks that they're all bust, but CJ Stroud has proven me wrong, and I'm man enough to say he's a real deal. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah. So the curse might be finally broken for Ohio State.
Might be broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ohio State does have a nice history of just blowing it in the NFL for quarterbacks. Though CJ Stroud does not show the same tendencies that the previous ones have, right? He's using his head. He's using all of his assets at his disposal, which I thought he's not even that good. Justin Fields, there we go. I thought he was going to use his natural ability to kind of play like a little bit of a thinner Cam Newton, but we're not, right? So the Texans can easily be a 12-5 team, given, as you guys already stated, the easy part of the first half of their season. 4-0 is very probable right off the bat. However, it's the NFL. The AFC South, they're the division, and as I look at it right now, and I'm probably going to eat this, but they look at a team that doesn't necessarily have any chumps, but your A-list is Houston, right? It's weird.
It's not Houston like it was, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and when I say that, like Arian Foster and Johnson, all that, so like we got to take a look at in younger J.J. Watt. Let's keep that in mind. So that team was spectacular, and now you got this new age Texans with all the uniform changes and everything else. You also have Stephon Diggs, who is very good in the stat department and very good at getting the ball down the field and everything else. He's also really good at garnering unwanted attention. And he's a huge drama queen. So he may be the number one wide receiver, but he's also the number one diva. So, like, yeah, 12-5? Yeah, but let's take a look at the Bills and all their playoff runs the past few years, and you're going to cry about not making it to the Super Bowl. You're still in the same division as the Chiefs. And now you got to go play, potentially, the Bills. So, like, let's keep that in mind. 12-5 is very capable of this team. I still think it's probably more of like 11-6 when you get down the road. But they're definitely winning this division. I don't know how anyone else does.
Yeah.
Realistically.
I think they do. I think with Diggs, I think DeMeco Ryans, I think you keep him in check a little bit and maybe use some psychology of like, hey, help the young quarterback grow. You've got some young receivers here too, and maybe use him and like kind of put him in a mentor stage. But we'll see. I mean, I think DeMeco Ryans will keep him in check a little bit. I'm just glad he's out of Buffalo.
I bet you are.
100%.
As a Dolphin fan, I'm sure you are, yes.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. They did a good job of shoring up Dalton Schultz, too, at tight end. On there. And then they have their backup tight end. Man, I should know this guy's name. He's out of Miami. Is good, too, as well. So I think they did a good job. They don't have many holes, I can tell you that. This team.
Brevin Jordan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a good player, too. So I don't see a ton of holes on this team. Yeah, and they still got free agency. You know, they could go out and get Xavier Howard, shore up the back end a little bit. They still got it's gonna be a dangerous team.
The great position that Houston is in right now is that CJ Stroud's on his rookie contract, right? So they have this window right now where they can go out and they can spend money to build around him, and that's exactly what they're doing. They took the fast pass and they were just like, we're going to rebuild now. You know, I mean, they hit a home run in last year's draft with taking CJ Stroud and then getting Will Anderson. I mean, you got rookie guys on both sides of the ball where you can build the team around. You have a rookie head coach that can really coach them and kind of mold them the way that he wants to play, the style and the schemes and everything else like that. And I mean, Houston Texans are in a very good spot. If I was a Houston Texans fan, I would be thrilled right now because I know that the future is very, very bright.